Hello, everybody. It is time for the September collection update. I'm noticing, because I have it on the shelf right across from me, um, I'm going to mention this first since we are going to get into the Blu-rays. I found an LG Blu-ray player for sale at a thrift store for $3.93. It didn't have the power cord or remote with it. However, it's the exact same model as the first Blu-ray player that I had for 6 or 7 years before it just died on me. I still had everything, so I'm like, well, I'll go home and power. I bought it. I'm like, I'll take the gamble. If it doesn't work, it's $4. Who cares? But if it does work, then I got a backup player for $4. Turned it on. It powered on. Put in two Blu-rays. Worked beautifully. Put in two DVDs. Worked beautifully. So I have a fully functional backup Blu-ray player that I spent a little less than $4 on. That was awesome. Now onto the Blu-rays. We have a stack of new releases I want to get through. We have Pompo the Cinephile, the Blu-ray DVD combo pack. This was a fantastic anime film. All about this guy. He is tasked by this little girl who is a movie producer to direct his first feature film, and it's all about the just the process and everything that he goes through with it. Really fantastic. I loved every single minute of this. I'm starting to get a little bit more into anime now, and this movie has definitely helped it. I would highly, highly recommend this. As far as special features, there aren't too much on here. You do get feature-length storyboards, meaning you can watch the movie in storyboard form. There's commentary, there's trailers, and then there's a character design gallery. But this was awesome. Worth every penny. Highly recommend this. Then I checked out the first mini-series of this month. I did check out two. The Beatles Get Back. Really great mini-series. It's very eerie how good this footage looks in high definition. It's really disturbing at times. That being said, did find this a little too long. This is nearly 8 hours. And while I'm happy it's here, this could have been like cut down. This could have been like a 4-hour, two-part documentary. But I digress. It is still really, really great. If you're a Beatles fan, you got to check it out. If you're a fan of music, you got to check it out. If you're a fan of film preservation, you got to check it out. Then we have the first of 3 Grindstone releases for that I watched for this month. We have the Blu-ray Digital Code combo pack of Wolfhound. This is a World War II movie with James Maslow and Trevor Donovan. This wasn't too bad. This was pretty entertaining. The story is kind of a bit weak. It's basically like this fighter pilot. He crashes down. He's in the middle of like a Nazi-occupied country. Is it France? Yes, France. Sorry. And he has to fight his way back to his territory. And this movie is long. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes. So I think like at least a half hour could have been trimmed out. The action in this movie is really fun to watch. And it overall is a pretty entertaining movie. One I would recommend. It's also stacked with some nice extras. A little over an hour of features on here. Including a half-hour documentary behind the scenes of the movie. I was surprised to find that there were deleted and extended scenes on here. The movie is pretty long as it is, so either way, I do recommend that one. That one wasn't too bad. This one was pretty decent, but this was one I was expecting a lot more out of. This is Duel with Karen Gillan, and Aaron Paul. This has a really cool plot. Karen here, she clones herself basically to kind of like get more mileage out of life, do more things. That of course causes like this big paradox and all that. I thought the first hour was a lot better than the final half hour. I think the final half hour is when things start to drag and kind of get in this weird, like, monotonously silly tone. But either way, like I said, it wasn't too bad. Could have been better, but I'm happy with it nonetheless. This was a rewatch. This is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, the Blu-ray Digital Code Combo Pack with a DVD. This was good. I enjoyed this because I saw this in theaters. People were like, "This is the biggest disappointment Marvel's ever put out." That's because you guys hyped this movie up to infinity. You were like, "Oh, Eric Bana's Hulk is going to be in this, and Tom Cruise's Iron Man is going to be in this." No. Uh, um, but yeah, it still is a pretty entertaining movie. Definitely kind of a weaker MCU movie. I really think MCU needs to step up their game, or else people are going to lose interest really fast. But, you know, it is what it is. Then the second of the 3 Grindstone releases I have to talk to you about. This is the Blu-ray digital copy combo pack of Mid-Century. This with Shane West, Sarah Hay, Stephen Lang, and Bruce Stern, who's in it for about 2 minutes. This was just okay. This is pretty much kind of like it's a murder mystery that's not intriguing, because we pretty much already know what has happened, and we're just waiting for the characters to kind of come to their senses and put all the pieces together, and that's not really as fun. Basically, Sarah Hay and Shane West here, they buy this nice house, only to kind of research into its background and find out that Stephen Lang, who lived there at one point, committed like these murders. And the reason why we know this is because that's the opening scene of the movie. The prologue takes place in the past with Stephen Lang doing this. So therefore, it removes all levels of error and intrigue and mystery about the movie. It was okay. It fell a little flat. It kind of dragged near the end. But, yeah, not one of their best, but not one of their worst. Then this was a rewatch. I believe I mentioned I saw Doctor Strange in theaters as well. This is the Blu-ray digital code combo pack, of The Lost City. Great movie. I had such a fun time with this. Lots of great special features on this as well. Yes. I don't know. I really had a fun time with this. This was a great adventure comedy movie. Sandra Bullock is this author. She is unsatisfied with her recent book tour. Her cover model, Channing Tatum, they get into a bit of a spat, and she ends up being escorted away by Daniel Radcliffe, who is awesome in this. He's amazing in pretty much everything. Who wants her to find this like lost treasure that she inadvertently ended up kind of discovering. This is just such a fun movie. I highly recommend this. It did very well in theaters, and it's just fun. And Brad Pitt's in this. He is so damn funny in this. And then Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum kind of have small appearances in Bullet Train, which was Brad Pitt's big movie. Which Bullet Train comes to Blu-ray in 2 weeks. I cannot wait. Then we have White Elephant, this being a Bruce Willis film that also has Michael Rooker, Olga Kurylenko, and John Malkovich. It was pretty decent. That's really all I can say. It's Bruce. I'm going to like it either way. Then the last of the Grindstone releases for this update. This I do recommend. This was entertaining. This is the Blu-ray digital code combo pack of Hot Seat with Kevin Dillon and Mel Gibson. Excuse me, I enjoyed this one quite a bit. It's not great. It's stupid as all hell, but it's pretty fun. Kevin Dillon, he plays this IT expert. I forgot. I've had so much going on. I forgot what character he played, or what profession he was in. He plays this IT expert. Once he sits down in his chair, he gets a message from someone saying, "Hey, you can't stand up because if you do, there is a bomb under your seat that will detonate and it will kill you." And he basically has to sit there until Mel Gibson, the leader of this bomb squad, um, he's on his way to, come and rescue him. This was pretty fun. I do recommend this. This is a very entertaining movie. Just go in kind of like with expectations at a very nice low place, and you will enjoy yourself. I enjoyed that one a bit. This one is not only on Netflix, but it is the #1 movie in the country on Netflix right now. By the time I upload it, it could be something else. This is Gerard Butler in Last Seen Alive. This was a very solid action movie. Basically, Gerard Butler's wife, him and his wife, they're on a trip, and they stop at a gas station. His wife ends up getting kidnapped. You know where the plot goes from there. It's essentially Taken, but with Gerard Butler. Really, really entertaining movie. Really, really good. I do recommend that one as well. This I saw in theaters. This is the Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack of Men. Really great movie. A24 has been knocking it out of the park this year with movies. I really loved this. I really loved Jessie Buckley in this as well. Basically, Jessie Buckley is this woman. She's recently gotten over a very traumatic incident, which I kind of can't delve into here because more details about it are revealed as the movie goes on, so I want people to kind of be surprised by it if you haven't seen this, which you should. And she goes to this secluded, like, little cottage, well, not little, it's pretty big, but this, country home out in the middle of nowhere. It's run by Rory Kinnear, who, interestingly enough, plays all of the men in this movie, which, when I noticed that in theaters, I was like, he's kind of looking the same. And then I'm like, oh my god, it's the same guy every time. This was really creepy, skin crawling, and the ending is really messed up, but I love this. And when I say that A24 has been knocking it out of the park, I'm not one of these like film bros that are like, A24 is the greatest company ever made. No, they've made some pretty bad movies. But this year, can I whistle? There we go. It lost the magic. They've been doing really well. I just ordered, which I'm very disappointed that they didn't do an in-store release for it, but I'm very happy nonetheless it is getting a Blu-ray. I just ordered from the A24 shop Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, because that is my personal pick for the best film of the year. Love that movie so much. The Blu-ray digital code combo pack of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I went with the Walmart exclusive on this simply because it came with the comic. The first movie came with the comic. Great movie, very entertaining. Loved this, saw this in theaters. Austin really loves this. He saw this quite a bit. He got actually every edition of this movie. He has every edition of the first movie and of this movie. Austin, I'm going to tell you, they're going to release like 82 different more versions of these two movies within the next 2 years because the third one's coming out. But this was really, really fun. Special features on here are absolutely great. Some great behind-the-scenes content, some really good, like, a really fun blooper reel. The music video for Kid Cudi's song, Stars in the Sky, which, as I heard more on the second time around for this movie, I really got into. It's a great song. He's from Cleveland, too, so that's awesome. There is an animated short on here. It's not good. Mainly because the animation for it is so bad. It is very jarring. To watch it immediately after the movie, which had really good-looking animation and visual effects, it's extremely jarring. It's an extreme... To compare it, have you guys watched the Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild this year? There you go. But yeah, still really, really good. And I am happy that even though it is an exclusive, the original artwork is still on underneath. Great movie. I gotta rewatch the first one, too. Then we have the Blu-ray DVD digital code combo pack of Jurassic World Dominion. This coming with both the theatrical cut and the extended cut. The theatrical is 2 hours and 27 minutes. The extended is 2 hours and 41 minutes, which makes for a really long movie. I loved this when I saw this in theaters. I can't tell you how ardently I disagreed with people when they said, "Oh, this sucks." Come on, go and have your people harbor such feelings towards a movie that has come. Like, what is the movie like? I don't understand. I'm getting so flustered. I'm short circuiting. Anyway, loved this one. The extended cut is really good too. This also comes with a short, but this is really good. I'm assuming they wanted this to be a part of the final film, but they cut it. And it's called Battle at Big Rock. It's about 8 minutes. With credits, it's 10. But it follows this family that, like, as the T-Rexes are fighting near the end of the movie, it follows them as they're, like, camping out in their RV and the terror they're going through. Really, really good short film. There's also a really good documentary on here as well. Highly recommend that. And then the last of the new releases, for Blu-rays anyway, because there are a couple for DVD, the Blu-ray DVD Digital Code Combo Pack Collector's Edition of The Black Phone. Saw this in theaters, absolutely loved it. Such a great, creepy horror movie. A modern horror classic, if you will. This year has also been amazing for horror films. Packed with awesome features, including a featurette all about Ethan Hawke talking about, and you can tell he's really happy about taking on this role, which is awesome. You want an actor to be proud of their craft and proud of their work. And he's getting to talk about all this kind of stuff, and I'm like, yeah, definitely, man. I'm getting a positive vibe. This is also the third release in a row that also comes with a short film. This is also directed by Scott Derrickson. It's called Shadow Prowler. It was pretty decent. I kind of had to watch it twice because I was a little confused by it, but it's not bad. I would recommend it. It's on the disc. What are you going to do? All right, now for the Blu-rays that were not from, that were not new releases. We have a triple feature set here of Doom, The Scorpion King, and The Rundown. I have not seen Doom or The Scorpion King, but I have seen The Rundown, which is pretty good. All three on their own disc. This was $2. Am I going to pass on that? No. This was from Savers. This is Do You Believe, the Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Kind of a stupid movie. This is Pure Flix's version of Crash. Also from Savers, the Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack of Going the Distance. I've heard this is a really funny movie. And it's got Drew Barrymore, Justin Long, Charlie Day, Jason Sudeikis, and Christina Applegate. Who else is in this movie? I know you got some other people hiding in here. I don't see anyone, but I guess I will when I see the movie. Then from Goodwill, some Disney releases. We have Sleeping Beauty, the 2-disc Platinum Blu-ray edition. Plus, it also comes with a DVD copy of the film, which is packaged in this weird sleeve by itself. I don't know why. But yes, replacing a VHS copy, or a DVD copy, excuse me, that I just got. Look at how shiny that is. Olaf's Frozen Adventure, the Blu-ray DVD digital code, no digital code, combo pack. I think it's an okay short. I remember watching this in theaters before Coco, and I was getting pissed because it wouldn't end. This also comes with 6 other shorts. Pluto's Christmas Tree, The Art of Skiing, Polar Trappers, The Hockey Champ, Winter, and Once Upon a Winter Time. So that's pretty cool. The Great Mouse Detective, and then an upgrade from DVD, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Kill Switch with Steven Seagal, which I got for, I believe, 20 cents, because the person at the thrift store kind of didn't know the prices for movies, so that's fine. Awesome. And then from Dollar Tree, Battle Los Angeles. I hear that this movie is wretched. I have to see that for myself. So those were the Blu-rays. Now on to the DVDs. We're going to get to the new release DVDs first. We have, from Vertical, Vendetta. For some reason, they didn't give this one a Blu-ray release. But you can watch it in high def on Hulu. Makes sense. This is another Bruce Willis movie. This has him, Clive Standen, Theo Rossi, Mike Tyson for a few minutes, and Thomas Jane. Thomas Jane is really fun in this one. I enjoyed this again. It's typical Bruce, but you know what to expect when you're getting into it with him. Also from Vertical, I picked this up, as I said in a Blu-ray Tuesday video, because MarkReviewsMovies.com, this is the only movie so far this year that he's given 0 stars to, and I had to watch it. And no streaming service had it. No library had it. My only option was to buy it or rent it digitally, which honestly would have been cheaper to rent it. And guess what? I'm giving it 0 stars too. This is Measure of Revenge. This movie is horrible in every aspect, fashion, whatever have you. It makes absolutely 0 sense when you're looking at it from a face value, and it makes even less sense when you're digging deeper into it. Melissa Leo, who is playing someone not of this earth, her son dies. And people are like, oh, it's a drug overdose. He just got out of rehab. Well, she's like, well, no. And then she just sets off on her, like, merry little path of vengeance. Bella Thorne's in here for 5 minutes. And while she's not horrible in the movie, it's kind of clear that she doesn't care. Hated this. Absolutely would not recommend. It's on my worst of the year list. And then from Lionsgate, this is available on Hulu, but I actually watched the whole thing in one day, and I'm a fan of physical media, so why not? This is Pam and Tommy, the complete miniseries. I loved this. This was really, really engaging to watch. This was all about how Pam Anderson and Tommy Lee's sex tape got leaked out into the world, and the domino effect it created. Really, really good miniseries. Lily James is awesome in this particularly, and they recreate some scenes from Barbed Wire. That's awesome. I love Barbed Wire. Boom over here, boom over there, boom everywhere. Welcome to Planet Boom Forever, dude. I love that song. Alright, now on to some of the more general DVDs. We have Yankee Doodle Dandy, Dr. Zhivago, a comedy double feature of Diner and Liberty Heights, Sybil, American Graffiti and More American Graffiti, To Live and Die in L.A., Jennifer 8, 12 Angry Men, The Dating Project from Dollar Tree and from Pure Flix. That should be awesome. The Girl is in Trouble, an action movie with Columbus Short and Wilder Valderrama. Restricted Area from Dollar Tree. And then also from Dollar Tree we have Awoken and this 4-movie set that's just called Con Men. It comes with the Rundown, which I have. This is my 3rd copy of it. Thick as Thieves, Catch a Fire, and Body Count. Pop this in. Not only do they all have their own menus, they all have their own special features that are like carried over from the DVD releases. This is from Mill Creek too. That's pretty cool. The Indiana Jones films. I've never seen these. High time that I get around to doing that, and I will do that when the new one comes out. The Shaggy DA, the sequel to the original Shaggy Dog. I will save that for that. Battle Royale. This is a bootleg, because for a while you could only get this as a bootleg here. Look at how professional that is. It is the director's cut of the movie, which is awesome. And I love this movie. This movie is absolutely fantastic. I just wanted a copy of it as a placeholder for right now. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, House of the Rising Sun, the original The Lady Killers. I'm told this is really great. I've seen the remake, the Coen Brothers one, which I think is very, very underrated. I love that one. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, When Nature Calls, and Pet Detective Jr. The original Moulin Rouge. 4 film favorites. The Free Willy collection comes with all 4 Free Willies, so you're freeing your Willy 4 times. Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Nights. Booty Call. upgrade from VHS. I upgraded a lot of VHS in this update, by the way. Walk Like a Man with Howie Mandel. I don't know what to tell you. Oh yeah, one of my thrift stores got in some foreign films from one of my local libraries. They just got them out of circulation and then just put them up. So I got the most interesting ones because I want some more of them in my collection. We have Ra-1, Superhero with a Heart. Joey, this is not a foreign film. My one coworker tells me that I need to watch that. Peacock with Cillian Murphy or Killian Murphy, Susan Sarandon and Elliot Page. Triggermen. More of these films will come up sporadically. That Darn Cat, a replacement from the VHS copy. The Man Who Wasn't There. The Hitman Diaries, Charlie Valentine. Another upgrade from VHS, The Crocodile Hunter Collision Course. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, never seen it. Warner Brothers Home Entertainment Academy Awards Animation Collection, 15 winners. I know there's another one of these where it's like nominees. Man Trouble. The Fast and the Fierce. Looks pretty familiar. Another upgrade from VHS. Actually, these next three are upgrades from VHS. We have 16 Candles, which I've never seen. Man of the House, which I have seen. It's okay. And Life is Beautiful, which I have seen. It's a great movie. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Henry V. I'm told that when Kenneth Branagh does a Shakespeare movie, it's really good. Traitor. All right. Warner Brothers and the Homefront Collection. This comes with This Is the Army, Thank Your Lucky Stars, and Hollywood Canteen. Roulette. I will save that for that pile. Marley. Another upgrade from VHS, The Temptations. The Rat Pack Collection. This comes with Ocean's 11, 4 for Texas, and Robin and the Seven Hoods. I didn't have the other two, but I did have Ocean's 11 on Blu-ray. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll save that one for last. Highlander Endgame. I have the first one, now I have that one. Hello, Dolly. Gangster Number 1. Bubble Boy. I've seen this. This movie's ridiculous, but I enjoyed it. Here's another one of those foreign films, 8x10. Dangerous Minds. Rest in peace, Coolio. By the way, the only good song on that soundtrack. This soundtrack is really bad, by the way, except for that one song. Two more of these foreign films. We have Ek Hasina T. And what the hell do you call this one? Satya. Strange Wilderness. And then this really cool ABC Primetime 2011 to 2012 disc. It comes with one episode each of some comedy and drama shows. So we have Good Christian Bells, The River, Scandal, Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23, Man Up, Charlie's Angels, Once Upon a Time, Pan Am, Revenge, Last Man Standing, Suburgatory, and Work It. Really, really cool disc. Now, I don't know who would trade in such an immaculate collection of horror movies to a thrift store, in this case being a Goodwill. I can only imagine that either somebody did some upgrading or somebody died, and I really hope it isn't the latter. But I found some awesome stuff, and we're going to get through that right now. It's flying at me. So first, I found this at Savers. This is Undead or Alive. This is the movie. We have The Hills Run Red. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Beginning. I actually found this at a Volunteers of America, which I was happy about because the Goodwill that I went to that had all the horror stuff had a copy of this, but the disc was missing. So, really, really cool. Stephen King's Desperation. Crying Wolf. Big Bad Wolf. Caesar and Otto's Deadly Xmas. From the Dark. Blood-Sucking Bastards. Byzantium, The Witches of Eastwick, The Changeling. This is not from Goodwill, but it is horror. This is Sharks and Tornadoes, 8 creature features. This comes with Raging Sharks, Larva, Tornado, Shark Man, Snake Man, Skeleton Man, Mosquito Man, and Rats. I'm sure all of those are award-winning classics. Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell, Death Becomes Her, great movie. I have seen that. The Doorway, The Forsaken, The Descent Part 2, awesome. I had the first one already. They also had a copy of the first one there. But I didn't need it because I already had it. Flix Mix Volume 1, Boogeymen, The Killer Compilation. Very, very cool, replacing a VHS copy. Finally getting this in the collection, Black Xmas, Black Christmas Unrated, the '06 version. Now I have all 3 versions. Blood the Last Vampire, Dream Home, Christine, classic. Cabin Fever, I wasn't a big fan of this movie, but a rewatch is definitely due. Day of the Dead, the remake, I hear this is terrible, but I do need it for my Of the Dead series. I'm sure these are all winners. These are from Wild Eye. Night Howl, Apostle of Dracula, American Mummy, and Frankenstein's Hungry Dead. They make some shit movies, I'm going to tell you that now. The Breed, Blood Moon, A Christmas Horror Story, Deadly Friend, The Devil's Backbone, the 4-movie Thrills and Chills Collection, Volume 6. This comes with Frankenfish, which I already had, but I got it for the other 3. Loch Ness Terror, Lake Placid 3, and Piranha 2, The Spawning. James Cameron's first film. Campfire Tales, The Funhouse, an upgrade from VHS. Another upgrade from VHS, Ghost Story. Breeders, Excision or Excision. This was so awesome. I was so happy to find this. Girls' Night Out. Ginger Snaps. Season 1 and Season 2 of Reaper. That is the complete series. Dot Kill. Argento's Dracula. Stephen King's The Dead Zone. Blackula. A triple... Oh, shoot, I do have it. I bought a copy of this on DVD today. Yeah, darn it, I can't return it. Oh, well. There's a triple feature of Blood Gnome, Satan's Little Helper, and Spliced. I accidentally bought a double of Spliced today. That's okay. I'll trade it in or something. Primarily got this for Satan's Little Helper, because I've heard really good things about that. And then Dead and Breakfast. As I knocked that. Dawn of the Dead, the original. I've seen this, loved it, did not have a copy of that yet. The original, The Fog, American Mary, and finally, Funeral Home. As I said, somebody must have passed away, which I feel really terrible for if they did. But hey, rest in peace. That's horrible. I feel like such a dick. Yes, okay. What do we have next? We have some CDs as I maneuver things around. I still got my Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski. Did I tell you that I'm a child? I am. I am a child. Alright, we have some CDs here. These are pretty much all soundtracks. We have volumes 1 and 2, both volumes of 54. The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Underworld. Resident Evil Apocalypse. And Striptease. Awesome. And then we have NSYNC's self-titled album. This was the last of their CDs that I needed. And then I am such a fan of Peter Cetera. I really am. And unfortunately, the library catalogs do not carry his live albums. So now I'm going to start picking them up whenever I see them. This is Peter Cetera, former lead singer of Chicago, and the Symphony Orchestra, conducted by Arnie Roth, live in Salt Lake City. I've listened to some of this. Oh, it sounds so good. He sounds so good. Why wouldn't he? He's Peter Cetera. All right, now for some tapes. Music of the Heart, directed by Wes Craven. This was a drama movie that he wanted to direct for a long time. In Scream 3, when Roman Bridger is like, oh, I want to direct my drama movie, but the studio wanted another horror movie. That's kind of like the genesis of this movie. He really wanted to do this, but they're like, all right, but you got to do another horror movie. So that's how Scream 3 came out. I believe, don't quote me on that. The Queens of Comedy, collecting purposes, great movie. Rude Awakening with Eric Roberts, Robert Carradine, Julie Haggerty, and Cheech Marin. Stag. Weekend Pass from Vestron Video. Baywatch, River of No Return. Sing-along songs, The Lion King, Circle of Life, which actually, I gotta take that sticker off of. I'll do it later. These two I'm gonna save for last. I was so happy I found those. Hear No Evil, Dirty Pictures, Masquerade, The Delta Force, collecting purposes. I don't have any Chuck Norris on tape other than Sidekicks. Fortress 2, Re-Entry, and Beverly Hills Cop 3, because I have the first two on tape, so why not? Found these at a half-price books. I nearly shit myself. Bloodsport 2, the next Kumite. Kumite. Awesome. Been looking for the Bloodsport sequels. Hitman Heart, Wrestling with Shadows. I'm told that this is fantastic. Oh, I've been trying to get my hands on a copy of this for a while. Now I have one. Face on you. Alright, some books, and then we're done. We're going to get through these as quickly as possible. Speaking of Chuck Norris, The Truth About Chuck Norris, 400 Facts About the World's Greatest Human, the unauthorized parody by Ian Spector, author of Chuck Norris vs. Mr. T. I'll flip to a random fact. Chuck Norris's driver's license photo looks amazing. When he's alone at night, Chuck Norris likes to wear slippers with bunnies on them. Real live bunnies. So there you go. The Darwin Awards. Oh, this is volume 3. I didn't even realize that. Okay, apparently there's like multiple volumes of this. I guess I get a Darwin Award. Some Peanuts books, because I do love me some Peanuts. The Wisdom of Woodstock. The Doctor is Insane. And The Joy of a Peanuts Christmas, 50 Years of Holiday Comics, which is really, really cool. Brain Droppings by George Carlin. I actually read this. This is very funny. I read this when I picked it up. This is I'm a Lebowski, You're a Lebowski, Life, the Big Lebowski, and what have you. By Bill Green, Bill Pisco, Will Russell, and Scott Shuffett. with the Jesus on the back doing that. Big Lebowski is in my top 10 of all time. How could I not get a Lebowski book? The House of Gucci, soon to be a major motion picture. It already is, but I needed to get a copy of that. This is awesome. Got this for $1 at a local library. This is Hollywood Animal by Joe Esterhaz. And what makes this even more awesome, it's not to me, but it's signed by Joe Esterhaz. Awesome. Cannot wait to read that. And then I also picked up, thank you, for $1, the Dear Evan Hansen Through the Window book, basically talking about not only the making of the Broadway show, but actually has the entire script. I'm a big Dear Evan Hansen defender. I think people were too harsh on the movie when it came out. Alright, final books. The Third to Die by Alison Brennan. A bunch of Lee Child, Jack Reacher novels. We have One Shot. Edge of Darkness by Karen Rose. Never Go Back by Lee Child. Time of the Assassins by Hugh Holton. Lucky by Jackie Collins. Tripwire by Lee Child. That is not a glass, it's a Halloween thing. Some true crime. M. William Phelps, The Killing Kind. The Deep by Peter Benchley. Underboss by Peter Moss. I actually do have this, but really not a paperback would go. I paid 50 cents for it. Memory Man by David Baldacci. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera around, I'm fidgeting. Evil Eyes by Corey Mitchell. Some more true crime. Free to Kill by Wayne Klatt and Geraldine Kolaric. The true story of serial murderer Larry Eiler and the shocking travesty of justice that enabled him to kill again. Some more true crime. The Surrogate by Louise Jensen. Gone Tomorrow by Lee Child. Some more true crime with The Preppy Murder Trial by Brenna Tubman. Is that how you say it? Stalking by Tom Sieglison, a novel of obsessive revenge. That just looked kind of cool. Personal by Lee Child. Midnight Express by Billy Hayes with William Hoffer. Lady Boss by Jackie Collins. Oh, what the... Reaching over. Night School by Lee Child. Serpico by Peter Moss, some more true crime. The Wonderful World of Peanuts, another Peanuts book. Beyond Reason by Ken Englade, another true crimer. A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess. And The Road by Cormac McCarthy. Bye.